Is Mario Kart World worth it? Now, ever since the game's announcement of $80, it left me wondering, why is this game $80 and what makes this game $80? Now that we got our hands on Mario Kart World, it makes me wonder and flip the pages and say, you know what? It might actually be worth the price. Let's get straight into it. Mario Kart World. This game is actually a very special one, and especially being launched with the Nintendo Switch 2, it's even more special. But what truly makes this game very special to me? Now, it's not only the fact that you can drive virtually anywhere you want, but it's also the fun new game modes. Now, I'm not really the biggest fan of playing online, or even playing Mario Kart as a fact. But this game really got me stuck into the game, focusing and waiting and super excitement on what's next to come. And this game really does a great job with that. The Knockout Tour is one of my favorite game modes inside of Mario Kart World. Not only for just playing against AI, but playing online. That right there is such a special part of Mario Kart World for me. I really love just zooming around the track and figuring out shortcuts instead of just following the road. Because of this game in particular, instead of just following the road, trying to dodge and weave and not get hit by red shells, blue shells, and green shells, and a whole assortment of things, there's actually some skill and pretty much mindfulness involved in a way. Now, not to say that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe doesn't require skill, but this one, you really got to look around and say, okay, so can I take a shortcut? All right, I need a golden dash mushroom. I need a dash mushroom. How long does my dash mushroom last? Like, it's all of this stuff that comes to mind, because inside of the Knockout Tour, the best way to get in first place is to go and cut around the grass, because that is such a great way, a great opportunity to pass your opponents. Now, not only about the Knockout Tour, I really love the fact that there's so many collectibles to choose from, like different mini games and challenges from the P buttons. Like, heck, there's one that you're able to fly as a helicopter and collect blue coins. That right there is really awesome, because there's so many different vehicles and unique ways to play the game. There's some of them that you have to dodge and weave around cows. Other of them you have to ski down a mountain and try to be the very best. There's so many different puzzles that really make this game worth it, in my opinion. Now, also, the fact that the characters have so many different costumes, it really makes you want to use different characters. Instead of using the same character over and over again, you pick a different character and boom, you start unlocking costumes for that character. Like, usually, my main character inside of a Mario Kart game is Yoshi. But this time around, the first character that I ever used was Yoshi, but after that, I was just collecting a whole bunch of different characters. Like, I got Peach and Toad and also Bowser. I got a couple costumes for every single one of those characters. And it really makes you think, okay, well, this one's good at speed. The other one's acceleration. This one also, I can turn better. So it really makes you want to test out different cars, test out different unique abilities for your beautiful character. Maybe you find one that works pretty well. Like, I noticed if you use a bat on top of the Dolphin motorcycle, you get like maxed out acceleration, which is really awesome, because now when you get hit by shells, well, it doesn't really matter, because, you can accelerate really fast. Now, overall, I think that the game itself is really special, and it holds a dear place in my heart. Even though I've only played the game for 4 days, I think it's just a fun game. Now, another thing that really makes the game good is the fact that there's barely any loading screens. I've noticed that when you go out and have fun in the world, it's pretty much like a seamless transition of you going there, maybe hopping into a vehicle, maybe even stepping on a P button or something. It's a seamless transition from where you are to the cutscene. Even the home menu, when you first launch the game, of course you get a loading screen, but after that, there's not really any. It's just nice, smooth experience. And the game feels like it runs at 120 frames per second. But I don't think that's the case. I think it might be 90 or maybe 60. But overall, I think that it truly is special, because there's been a lot of rumors that the game doesn't run at 120 frames per second. But for me, I don't even notice that. The game runs smoothly, and I really, really love it for that. Also, the karts customization, all the karts inside of the game are really unique and really awesome, I would say. Because, like, there's some of them that, hey, you can go and use a skidoo in the summertime. Or you can go and use a dolphin motorcycle with a dolphin for some reason. Overall, it's really fun, it's really exciting, and I can't wait to see what else Nintendo does with this game. Now, also, not only to put that on top of the cake, so there's actually conveniently different characters that you can actually unlock throughout the items that you get inside the game. Like this purple little orb. What do you call this purple little orb? Anyways, this purple little orb, you can get a whole bunch of different characters, which is unique and really, really creative. When you're racing around inside the game, well, chances are you can get a orb thing and boom, you can get yourself different characters. A football guy, a bat, you can also get, what do you call that thing? A thing that looks like Squidward from SpongeBob. Overall, you can get a whole bunch of different characters that really are unique from that game. And you get a whole bunch of different food items that you can eat and get a whole bunch of different costumes, and it's just a fantastic game. All the game modes are super fun. Like there's one that, of course, you get the main Grand Prix and you can unlock something truly special after completing the Grand Prix. Also, you get the versus races that if you're not a big fan of driving straight, well, guess what? You can actually create your own track, or you can just pick the track that you want and do the 3 laps like a normal Mario Kart game. Overall, that right there is really fantastic. The balloon battle is back, but not really in the same way that it was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This one's a little bit different. Instead of actually respawning when you get popped, you don't respawn at all, which is a pretty interesting move. So it's pretty much like a knockout tour of Mario Kart balloons. So overall, that right there is an interesting thing that they decided to do. Time trial's back, which, it's time trial. Also, mirror mode, you unlock it, it's special. So yeah, there's a lot of tons, like a buttload of secrets in this game that really, you can't just pinpoint them all out in one video. A video would be like 2 hours long if you try to do every single little secret. So overall, it's such a special game. It's so unique. It has so much to offer. And for me, in my personal opinion, I think that this game is worth it because it can really hold you for like hours and hours, just like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you were going to put a price on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and let's just say it came out in 2025 and the game wasn't out before, it was a brand new game and it came out with 96 tracks, I think that game right there would also be worth $80. These games are fantastic, and it so happens that Mario Kart World was released in the lifespan of Nintendo Switch 2. It was originally a Nintendo Switch 1 planned game, but decided to release with Switch 2. And I'm glad they did, because I don't know if this game would truly be as great as it is on Nintendo Switch 1. Because, the Switch 1, you'd probably see loading screens and maybe a little bit of tinkering in the background or so. But right now, we don't see any of that. It's really perfect, and I think that it's really, really unique. The gameplay is so good. I'm having so much fun with Mario Kart World, and the music, wowzers, that music right there is such a banger. You get 200 plus music tracks inside the game, which is really, really fantastic for a Mario Kart game, and it does a remix of so many different Mario games. Like, you can hear the Galaxy Star music, you can even hear Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track, you can hear Coconut Mall, you can hear Rainbow Road, you can hear a whole bunch of things, which is really awesome. Like, I can't express it enough how much I love this game and how much I think it's worth it. The game truly is a masterpiece, I would say. And maybe can it contend for Game of the Year? Who knows? But at the same time, I think if you are a Mario Kart fan or a Nintendo fan and you just like to play Mario Kart, I think that this game is worth it. And don't get me wrong, all the other Mario Kart games are great. They're fantastic in their own way. But this one really takes the cake. Maybe, and sometime in the future, we'll see the update that will get all the other game modes from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, maybe even Mario Kart Double Dash, and we'll have one fantastic Mario Kart game. Maybe that right there is another fantastic idea for Mario Kart. Maybe we could get some DLC sometime in the future, add more tracks, add more customization. Maybe you take a boat across the ocean to get to a different island, which gets you a whole bunch of things. But we can't talk about that right now. The game literally just came out. But maybe sometime in the future, in a year or 2 years, we could see some kind of DLC for Mario Kart World. So anyways, what do you think about Mario Kart World? What is your favorite experience about Mario Kart World? Have you been enjoying the game? Have you yet to grab the game? Because hey, the game is fantastic. I think you'll really, really love it, especially if you like kart racing games, Mario Kart games, and overall, it's something that's truly special, and I hope that you've been having fun with either your Switch 1 or your Switch 2. Yeah, so let me know how you think about all of this stuff. Do you think it's a great game? Do you think it's not a great game? Just let me know. And with that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope that you consider hit the like button, maybe subscribing, and yeah, thank you so much. And with that being said, hope you have a fantastic day and see you in the next one.